What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more live aha. And we're going back to the 2010 concert, though 2011 release, ending on a high note. I really appreciated all the people talking about their experience with this concert. A few of you, I believe, were actually there. I forget who it was. Someone was saying that they went to like the last several concerts, including this one. Was it Jeff? Am I remembering that correctly? Either way, ultimately, it was really cool to read all the different experiences, including by people, who didn't happen to go, but who recognize, what this meant for sort of the beloved band, and ultimately, thinking that it wasn't going to exist beyond, like the level of emotion built up for that concert, I can't even imagine. And yeah, we're going to listen to Move to Memphis, which, on the Memorial Beach album, 1993, it has a very rock, like kind of bluesy sort of feel. It's really them stepping into a different territory, as people had explained to me when I got to that album, and in fact when I got to the album before that even. It was told to me that their 90s sound started to head in some different directions and do some different things than I was already becoming familiar with their 80s stuff. I think the song Move to Memphis is indicative of that, but it's interesting because a number of you pointed out when I reacted to it that, hey, there's a single version and it has a different flavor. A couple people mentioned that they preferred the single version. One or two, I think, did mention also that they liked the studio version better, or the album version. But I love listening to both. I'd say the single edit had a bit more of kind of like a synth glitz on it. It felt a bit more kind of smooth and electronic as opposed to kind of deep and sort of, earthy and bluesy and so on. But I do enjoy both versions of the track. So again, this is many years later. It'll be interesting to see how they perform it, if it'll be closer to one or the other, or perhaps its own different thing, and not really reflective of the original version nor the sort of single edit. So we'll find out. This is Aha. The tune is Move to Memphis, and we hear it here as part of the concert in Oslo in 2010 called Ending on a High Note.
Hello everyone! Welcome!
Kind of feels like a mixture. It has that kind of bluesy rock feel, but kind of old school synth. The electric growl of the guitar.
Stick around, you staying down. You were the one who told me you've got to move to Memphis. That's what I'll do. Chase the shadow that follows you. Take that highway, got your doorway. Don't move to Memphis, even you. Gonna be with you.
powerful and confident performance of it.
That's what I'll do. Take a shadow and follow you. Take that highway down your doorway. Gonna move Memphis, yeah. That's what I'll do. Take a shadow and follow you. Take that highway to your doorway. Gonna move Memphis, yeah. Gonna move Memphis.
A little rat-a-tat-tat drum roll at the end was fantastic. Yeah, just a really cool performance. Again, it felt like a bit of a mixture. It had a bit of an electrical sheen on it, but ultimately it was, very bluesy and sort of folksy. But again, with swagger, with some energy. So just a really cool performance. Again, his vocals, this far after they got started and playing so many concerts and so on, it's just a testament to his incredible range and his vocal ability. And there was a moment there where it felt like it was all three of them harmonizing. I know I've heard people say before, like they often will all sing on different parts in a tune. But yeah, there was a moment where it felt like very like warm and rich. I loved it. So yeah, another cool tune. Again, I'm gonna go through this concert in order. I did mention, like I was talking to Sophia about this. Generally, I'm kind of moving forward in time. I'm going through the different albums. But I'm sort of a musical nomad. Sometimes, like, wait, I want to go back and listen to this. I still have some other ideas in my head about trying to go back and listen to some live performances of tunes where the studio version reactions were blocked. And yeah, ultimately, there's like the 91, Live in South America DVD, which I have access to the audio from that, like, DVD concert. So, again, there's a lot of things I want to do, but, I'm trying to just keep things fresh. Part of it is not so much being sort of mischievous and, making people, like, not be able to predict what's going to happen, but it is sort of like, I don't like doing things like too much in one particular run. Again, if someone's like, oh, I like kind of the live performances and I'm only doing songs from one studio album, it feels like they're going to have to wait a long time. I like spreading things around. I like doing different things. Again, I know it's maybe not the most organized way, but that is kind of the way my brain works. It, sort of brings a lot of things together. It tries to go through a lot of different stuff, but not always in the like clearest like path. There's a bit of circuitous journey, or circuitous if you prefer. Nevertheless, I will continue to go through this album in order, as I said. Gonna keep going through Cast and Steel, the Unplugged album. There's so much more to go, so do let me know what you think of this performance. I will see you next time. Peace.